Welcome to my channel. Old Coins History 333. In this video I'm going to tell you about coins that are American and very old and rare that can make you more rich if you have them. Top 1. Have you ever wondered if one of the coins in your pocket could be worth a small fortune? It might sound unbelievable, but some everyday-looking dimes are actually worth thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving into the story behind the 1965 Roosevelt dime with no mint mark, a coin that could transform your change into a gold mine. Keep watching, because you won't want to miss the incredible value this little coin can hold. Let's start with a bit of history. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, in honor of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Why Roosevelt, you ask? Well, he was a major advocate for the March of Dimes campaign, which helped combat polio, a disease he himself battled. The dime was a fitting tribute, and its design was created by John R. Sinek, who ensured that Roosevelt's profile would be remembered for generations. On the obverse side of the 1965 Roosevelt dime, you'll see a striking portrait of President Roosevelt. Above his head is the word liberty, a powerful reminder of the freedoms we hold dear. To the left of his portrait is the phrase, "In God We Trust," a national motto that has been a fixture on American coins for over a century. At the bottom of the coin, you'll find the date, 1965. But take a close look, there is no mint mark on this coin, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. The year 1965 was a turning point in American coinage. It marked the end of silver dimes as the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-nickel composition due to a silver shortage. This change makes 1965 a significant year for coin collectors, as it was the first year that dimes were produced without any silver content. The U.S. Mint also decided to remove mint marks temporarily to discourage hoarding, which makes these coins even more intriguing to collectors. Now, let's flip to the reverse side of the coin. The design is equally rich in symbolism. In the center, there's a torch representing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on one side, symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the other, representing strength and independence. Surrounding this design are the inscriptions "United States of America" at the top and "E pluribus unum" at the bottom. This phrase, which means, out of many, one, reflects the unity of the United States. But what makes this specific coin so valuable? The answer lies in a combination of rarity and condition. Most of the 1965 Roosevelt dimes have been heavily circulated over the years, leading to wear, scratches, and fading. Finding one in near-perfect, uncirculated condition is extremely rare. For collectors, a pristine example of this coin, with all its details crisp and the original luster intact, is a treasure worth pursuing. Imagine a 1965 Roosevelt dime that has been preserved in immaculate condition. It gleams just as it did when it left the Philadelphia Mint nearly 6 decades ago. Every feature, from Roosevelt's profile to the fine details of the torch and olive branch, stands out sharply. Coins like this are highly desirable among numismatists and can fetch astounding prices at auctions. Now, why is there such a demand for these coins? The answer lies in their historical significance and the allure of the 1965 transition year. The fact that this dime represents a pivotal moment in American coinage, combined with the rarity of high-grade examples, makes it a must-have for serious collectors. But here's the part you've all been waiting for: just how much could a 1965 Roosevelt dime, with no mint mark and in perfect uncirculated condition, be worth? While most of these dimes only have their face value of 10 cents. A top-grade specimen can command an astonishing amount. If you're lucky enough to own one in flawless condition, it could be valued at an incredible $65,000. That's right, $65,000 for a single dime. It's a jaw-dropping number that highlights just how valuable certain coins can be, and it's a reminder to never underestimate the hidden treasures that might be sitting in your coin jar or tucked away in an old drawer. So, next time you come across a 1965 Roosevelt dime, take a moment to inspect it closely. It could be a piece of American history, and perhaps even a life-changing discovery. Top 2. Have you ever considered the possibility that a small, seemingly insignificant coin could be worth a life-changing sum of money? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting to unravel the mystery behind the 1967 Roosevelt dime with no mint mark, a rare and sought-after piece that could turn your pocket change into a treasure. Let's first examine the history behind this iconic coin. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a crucial role in leading the United States through some of its most challenging times, including the Great Depression and World War II. His advocacy for the March of Dimes campaign, aimed at fighting polio, made it fitting that his image would grace the 10-cent piece. The designer, John R. Sinek, beautifully captured Roosevelt's profile, a design that has become a familiar staple in American currency. On the obverse side, you'll notice the bold profile of President Roosevelt. Above his head is the inscription, Liberty, a reminder of the values the nation holds dear. To the left of his portrait, you'll find the motto, In God We Trust, a phrase that has been on American coins for more than a century. And at the bottom of the coin is the date, 1967. But what makes this coin unique is the lack of a mint mark. You might wonder, what does that signify? The absence of a mint mark indicates that the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which, in 1967, did not stamp a mint mark on its dimes. This detail might seem small, but it's a critical feature for coin collectors. During the 1960s, the U.S. Mint faced a coin shortage and made several adjustments, including not adding mint marks to certain coins. This policy lasted from 1965 to 1967, making those years distinct for coin enthusiasts. Now, let's turn our attention to the reverse side of the Roosevelt dime. Here, you'll see a striking design that's rich with symbolism. In the center, there's a torch, which represents liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left, symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right, representing strength and independence. Surrounding this trio of symbols are the words, United States of America, at the top and E pluribus unum at the bottom. This Latin phrase, meaning, out of many, one, emphasizes the unity of the diverse states of America, what sets the 1967 Roosevelt dime apart from other dimes. Well, the condition of the coin plays a pivotal role in its value. Most dimes from 1967 have been circulated heavily over the years. They've been passed from hand to hand, used in countless transactions, and often show signs of wear, scratches, and fading. Finding one in near-perfect condition is extremely rare, and that's what collectors crave. An uncirculated coin, preserved in pristine condition, with every detail of Roosevelt's portrait and the reverse design sharp and flawless, is a treasure. Picture this, a 1967 Roosevelt dime that still has its original luster, as if it just left the mint. It's not just about its monetary value, it's a piece of history, a connection to an era defined by significant cultural and political changes. From the civil rights movement to the space race, the 1960s were a transformative decade, and holding a perfectly preserved coin from that time is like holding a tangible piece of the past. But let's address the big question, why is this coin so valuable? Apart from its historical significance and the rarity of finding one in exceptional condition, there is a strong demand for high-grade coins among collectors. When a 1967 Roosevelt dime is certified by a professional grading service as being in mint state, its value can skyrocket. This is due to a combination of factors: the coin's scarcity, its desirability among collectors, and the overall condition, which can make or break a coin's worth. Imagine stumbling upon such a coin. It might be sitting quietly in an old coin collection, hidden in a dusty drawer, or mixed in with your everyday change. The thrill of discovering a hidden treasure is what drives many to become passionate coin collectors. Now, here's the moment you've all been waiting for: just how much could a 1967 Roosevelt dime, with no mint mark and in perfect uncirculated condition, be worth? While most dimes from this era are only worth their face value of 10 cents, an immaculate, high-grade example of this coin can fetch an astounding price. Yes, a pristine 1967 Roosevelt dime can be valued at $62,000. That's right, $62,000 for a single dime. It's astonishing to think that something so small could be worth so much, but that's the beauty and excitement of coin collecting. So, next time you come across an old dime, take a moment to inspect it. You never know, it might just be a hidden fortune waiting to be discovered. Top 3. Have you ever wondered if one of the coins sitting in your pocket could be worth far more than its face value? Today, we're going to talk about the 1990 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark. This simple 10-cent coin, often overlooked, has an incredible story and hidden potential that could make you rethink the value of your change. Let's start by understanding the design of this well-known coin. The Roosevelt dime has featured the profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt ever since it was first released in 1946. The choice to honor Roosevelt on the dime was a heartfelt tribute to a president who led the United States through some of its toughest times and to recognize his pivotal role in the March of Dimes campaign against polio. His image is one of the most iconic in American currency. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll notice Roosevelt's profile. His strong features, the slight curve of his hairline, and the determined expression on his face have become a part of numismatic history. The word liberty is boldly inscribed above, reminding us of the core values Roosevelt upheld. The motto, "In God We Trust," is positioned to the left, symbolizing the nation's faith, and below the portrait, you'll find the year 1990, stamped alongside the P mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Now, let's flip the coin over to examine the reverse side. Here, we find a torch, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. The olive branch represents peace, while the oak branch stands for strength and independence. The phrase, e pluribus unum, which translates to, out of many, one, is engraved as a testament to the unity of the nation. It's a design that packs a lot of meaning into a small space, blending symbols of American pride and values seamlessly. But what makes this particular dime so special and worth examining closely? For one, coins minted in 1990, especially with the Philadelphia P mark, have become desirable to collectors, especially those in pristine, uncirculated condition. Over the decades, most of these dimes have been in circulation, experiencing wear and tear from everyday use. However, a few of them remain in exceptionally preserved condition, with clear details and a perfect shine, making them extremely valuable. Imagine a 1990 Roosevelt dime that looks as flawless today as it did the day it was minted. A coin with all of its fine details intact and no signs of wear is like a tiny, untouched time capsule. Collectors prize these immaculate specimens, and their value can soar at auctions and among private buyers. This dime's historical significance also adds to its allure. The 1990s marked a time of transition and change in America, with major cultural, economic, and technological shifts. Owning a coin from this era in perfect condition isn't just about its monetary worth, it's like owning a piece of history, a symbol of a time that laid the groundwork for the modern age. So, just how much can a perfect 1990 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark be worth today? While most 1990 dimes you come across might not hold much more value than 10 cents, a pristine, uncirculated example can fetch an astounding $20,000. Yes, you heard that right, $20,000 for a single dime. Who would have thought that a coin so ordinary could hold such extraordinary potential? It goes to show that sometimes, the most incredible treasures are the ones hiding in plain sight. So, the next time you come across a 1990 Roosevelt dime, take a closer look. It just might be the discovery of a lifetime. Top 4. Have you ever looked at a dime in your pocket and wondered if it could be worth more than just 10 cents? Well, what if I told you that a simple Roosevelt dime from 1999 could be worth thousands of dollars? Today, we're diving into the 1999 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark and revealing why this rare coin could be the hidden treasure in your change jar. Now, let's break down why this particular dime is so special. First, the Roosevelt dime has been part of America's coinage since 1946, honoring Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who played a pivotal role in leading the country through the Great Depression and World War II. He's remembered on this dime for his dedication to public service and his role in founding the March of Dimes. On the obverse side, you'll find Roosevelt's portrait, a strong and enduring image of the man himself. The word liberty is engraved across the top, while to the left of his portrait, you'll see the phrase, "In God We Trust," a powerful reminder of the nation's faith. Beneath Roosevelt's profile, the date 1999 is inscribed along with the mint mark, D, indicating that this dime was minted in Denver. While many may overlook this, it's the mint mark that makes this dime even more intriguing. Flipping the coin over, you'll find the reverse design of the Roosevelt dime. This features a torch, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing peace and strength. Surrounding the torch, you'll also see the motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, reminding us that America is a union of diverse people and states, united as one nation. Now, let's dive into the true value behind this dime. You may be thinking, it's just a dime, how valuable can it be? But this 1999 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark is part of a much rarer breed than most coins from that year. Like many coins, most dimes are struck and circulated for everyday use, which means they often end up worn, scratched, or damaged over time. However, dimes that have been well preserved, and especially those in uncirculated condition, become highly coveted by collectors. The rarity of this dime lies in its condition and the fact that many of these 1999 dimes were mass-produced, yet only a limited number remain in pristine state. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are as close to mint condition as possible, with sharp details, gleaming surfaces, and no signs of wear. A high-grade, uncirculated 1999 D Roosevelt dime is not just a coin, it's a piece of history, a time capsule that has survived for decades. So, just how much is this 1999 D Roosevelt dime worth? While most circulated dimes from this year are worth only face value, 10 cents, uncirculated specimens of this coin can fetch a staggering $15,000. Yes, that's right. $15,000 for a single dime. This incredible value stems from its rarity, historical significance, and the fact that it has survived in perfect condition, making it a highly sought-after coin in the collector's market. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone curious about rare coins, the 1999 D Roosevelt dime is one coin you won't want to overlook. So, next time you come across a 1999 dime in your pocket change, take a second look. It could be the coin that changes your life. Top 5. Do you have a dime from 1991 in your pocket or your coin jar? If so, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. You might not believe it, but a 1991 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark could be worth thousands of dollars. Stick with us as we uncover why this particular coin is considered rare and what makes it so valuable to collectors. First, let's take a moment to explore the design of this iconic dime. The Roosevelt dime has been part of America's coinage since 1946, created to honor the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. This coin is rich with history, but it's not just the story that makes it valuable, it's the condition and rarity that really boost its worth. On the obverse side, you'll see Roosevelt's familiar profile, sculpted by artist John R. Sinek. Roosevelt, a figure synonymous with leadership and resilience, is captured here with the word liberty boldly etched above him and the phrase, "In God We Trust," positioned next to his face. The date 1991 is prominently displayed, and just below it, the P mint mark tells you that this dime was struck in Philadelphia. The P mint mark is what makes this coin even more intriguing, as it signifies a minting process that differs from other dimes from that year. On the reverse, you'll find a symbol of liberty and strength, a torch, surrounded by an olive branch and an oak branch. These are representations of peace and unity, essential values of American society. You'll also notice the inscription, E pluribus unum, the national motto that translates to, out of many, one. So, why does this 1991 P Roosevelt dime stand out in the world of rare coins? Most dimes produced in 1991 were circulated heavily, leading to lots of wear and tear. They went into change jars, cash registers, and pockets all over the country. However, the key to its value lies in finding coins that are in pristine condition, meaning no wear, scratches, or discoloration. Uncirculated versions of the 1991 P Roosevelt dime, in mint-like quality, are incredibly rare, and that's where the value starts to skyrocket. Coins that have been carefully preserved and remain in gem uncirculated condition are the ones that collectors crave. These coins often fetch more than just their face value because of their rarity and the fact that they're hard to find in perfect condition after years of circulation. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for: just how much could a 1991 P. Roosevelt dime be worth? While the vast majority of these dimes are worth nothing more than their face value of 10 cents, a pristine, uncirculated coin is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. If you happen to find a high-grade, uncirculated 1991 P. Roosevelt dime, it could be worth up to $17,000. Yes, you heard that right, $17,000 for just a single dime. This amazing price comes from its condition, rarity, and the demand from collectors who are always on the lookout for high-quality coins. So, next time you're going through your pocket change, take a moment to check those dimes. That 1991 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark could be worth far more than you think. Top 6. Did you ever think that the small change jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, today we're uncovering the surprising value of a coin that's often overlooked: the 1983 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark. This dime, which might seem like a simple coin at first glance, could actually be a rare treasure hiding in plain sight. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll be looking at your loose change a whole new way. Now, let's start with the basics. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, just a year after President Franklin D. Roosevelt passed away. The coin was designed to honor his legacy, and to this day, it remains a familiar part of American currency. The design features Roosevelt's profile on the obverse, created by the artist John Sinek. The words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" are inscribed above Roosevelt's face, with the year of minting, 1983, and the D mint mark below. This mint mark signifies that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse side, the design is equally iconic. You'll see a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing the nation's strength, peace, and resilience. Surrounding this imagery are the words "United States of America" and "E pluribus unum," which remind us that the United States is a union of many states, and yet one nation. So, you may be wondering, what makes the 1983 D. Roosevelt dime stand out from the thousands of dimes minted in that year? To understand the true value of this coin, we need to look at rarity and condition. In general, most 1983 D. Roosevelt dimes were heavily circulated. These coins have passed through countless hands, been used for small transactions, and have likely been subject to the wear and tear of daily life. As a result, most of the 1983 dimes you find in circulation today are far from mint condition. They're scratched, faded, and worn down. But here's where things get interesting: uncirculated versions of this coin, those that have been preserved in pristine condition, are extremely rare. An uncirculated coin means that it has been kept in perfect condition since the day it was minted, with no visible signs of wear. These dimes are often graded by professionals, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. In fact, a 1983 D. Roosevelt dime that is perfectly preserved could be worth significantly more than its face value of just 10 cents. You see, coins like the 1983 D. Roosevelt dime aren't just valuable for their historical significance. They're valuable because of their scarcity. The fact that so few of these coins were kept in pristine condition over the last several decades means that collectors are willing to pay a premium for any that are still in mint state. But how much can you expect for a mint condition 1983 D. Roosevelt dime? Well, this is where things get exciting. A graded uncirculated 1983 D. Roosevelt dime can sell for upwards of $25,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $25,000 for a single dime. It's astonishing to think that a coin worth just 10 cents at face value could fetch such a high price. But when you consider the rarity of a coin in perfect condition, the price tag starts to make sense. So, the next time you're going through your pocket change or sorting through your collection of coins, don't overlook that 1983 D. Roosevelt dime. It could very well be your ticket to a small fortune. And if you have one in perfect condition, you might just find yourself holding a $25,000 treasure.